Welcome back down on the farm to Bjornholm, episode 31 with me, MrSealyp. So, after the excitement of yesterday's episode, down on field 35 with all that slurry, various different containers, and slurry spread in that field, or slurry injected in that field, we need to slow it down a little bit to a more sedate pace. And today we're looking at our potatoes. Here we have our new purchase, $479,000 worth. The Grimme Tectron 415 or 415, whichever you'd rather call it. Now, this is pretty good actually. I have used this before. What I like about this is the centre of gravity all hinges over the top of this track section here. The tyres at the back, the big chunky ones, are for steering. Obviously they do give it balance of course as well, but it can pivot around this track section, which makes it really handy. It's quite a long vehicle, but it is pretty good, I have to say. So just jump on in, have a look around the cab. As you can imagine, lots of computer whiz-bangery going on in here. Just quickly check outside. Right, so opening it up, looks like this. Everything unfolds where it needs to be. Header unfolds, back unfolds, exposes the engine compartment, well, I suppose lifts it up to allow air to circulate while it's operating, and that is in its operating position. Now, I'm not too sure, but I have found using the Cramp 59,000 litre trailer that this conveyor belt is a tad low, but that's what I'm just going to check. Lower harvester, oh, that's the front. I don't know whether or not the conveyor belt could be lifted, raised or lowered, but it doesn't look like it. Anyway, never mind. So let's fold this away for transport and get to the beacons on. I do like the fact it's got a rear beacon as well. Now, I'm pretty sure from in-cab, I'll just show you what I meant as well. It will spin round pretty much on its axis. Rear wheel turns, but it's pretty good. Okay, top speed is only 16 miles an hour, so it's relatively slow, and the view from inside is limited, but we are going to get this up to the farm, ready for some potato harvesting. It's like driving a steamroller. Anyway, our potatoes are on fields 23 and 28 now. 28 doesn't look like it's ready yet, which is a bit weird. Some of it's not ready, but it's saying on the screen... Oh, don't drive with the crop. It's saying on the screen it's ready to harvest, so I'm a bit baffled by that. So I'll start on the other field. Hopefully by the time we're done, it will be completely ready. So, here we are. I'm going to do my usual, work until I can get my rectangle. I'm not sure what that bulbous thing is above the steering wheel, in front of the steering wheel. It's obviously something outside, is it? Oh yes. Oh, is that the wiper? Ah, there we go. That's the wiper attachment. Okay, that's odd. Right, let's unfold this. And let's get it to a point that's easy enough to start from. Now I have to mind actually. Ah, idiot. I'll go the other way. because of the way the conveyor belt's hanging, it's going to hit the trees. So I need to go this way first. Not to worry. So. Let's harvest some potatoes. As always with these, the animations are brilliant. Everything going up the conveyors underneath, up into the machinery, where they need to go, round out of the conveyor belt here. Oh, I'm so busy talking, I am miles away. I seem to have got slightly, of course. I've got other fields. I did these funny shapes, didn't I? That's my fault. Right, let's try and stay on course this time, shall we? I wondered why. There we go. That's better. Now the trailed potato harvester is a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain because, weirdly enough, the collection sort of chute, or this bit at the front anyway, the header, is offset. Well, the header's the right size, but the collection chute's offset. It's a bit weird. I couldn't quite make it my way onto that tree. That's close. Yeah, the header that cuts is twice the width of the collection chute on the trailer behind it, which is very peculiar. It's almost like you have to cut the field. You do half of it as you go through, then have to go back and do the other half. It's an odd combination. Anyway. This is filling up rather well. I'll probably get a couple of passes around the outside first, then look at making my rectangle as I often do. Now, this is going to be interesting. Let's get off the field, swing it round, and then come back on. Around the trees that I skillfully planted to make this kind of job more interesting. What it has done is made it more complicated, but that's fine. That's the whole point. Right. So hit that tree. Technically. Okay. And so we continue our merry jaunt down the field. So it's actually a topper and harvester. Takes the tops off, then pulls the potatoes out of the ground. It's hard to get directly above it, but so the soil there falling out of the way. The potatoes are going up. That's very good. I think this has got a capacity, the tank's got a capacity of 20,000 litres, I think. Potatoes, what have I missed? There we go, sorry. I had to skip through that. Potatoes are not worth very much. 542, 550, it's only two places to take them. Wow, okay. And that says the price is up, 542 and 515. What I think I'm probably going to do is store them. I have got 200,000 litres from when we did the treasure hunt, the gold coin episode. But that way, at least I've got some. I do want to try something else out later on. I'll talk about that later. But I'm thinking, waiting for a great demand or something like that. That's probably my thinking. But yes, $542 per tonne. So you don't get a huge amount per tonne, but the yield is very high. So you get a lot off the field. But then they're expensive to plant. That's the problem. I can't remember how many times. I think 4 or 5 times I had to refill the planter just for this field alone. So Yeah, it can be expensive. So the reward is kind of limited. But the good thing is, on FS17, because you are going to need root vegetables, root crops for feeding your animals, or hopefully, that's kind of the plan. I'm assuming that's still going to be the case for console versions. That it would be far more intense. You need a lot more for your animals. You'll be doing this not necessarily to sell, but to feed your animals, to make them more productive, to make them breed. They're where you're going to make the money. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And a lot of fun, I would imagine. So, you're probably going to end up having, obviously it depends how many animals you have, but you would probably have smaller fields of potatoes, sugar beet, those kind of things. And you might only grow them and harvest them for your animals because they're quite a low-paying crop. Right, I'm going to go straight up here and then come back and do this little bit in a second. For those of you screaming at me. Whoa, that does not like that little slope there. Okay, that could be why I did that before. Oh, that was a bit funny. Right, let's back this up. I'm so close to having a full tank anyway. What is going on? Okay, that's weird. I think just the angle of the field, it's not liking it at all. Right, we go straight up here. Sort of getting to the point where I'm this side, I'm getting my rectangle, roughly. So it'll be from the second anyway. There we go. We are full. Okay. Header's gone up. I'm going to go and grab a vehicle and trailer. Haven't decided which one yet. I haven't got far to go, in all honesty, because I'm going to unload it just there in the barn. So it doesn't matter how many trips I do, I guess. So I haven't used the not that you can tell it's a New Holland T8. I haven't used Smart Track for a while, so grab Smart Track. That really does need a wash. Oh, excuse me. Throat's still sore. Don't know why. Yes, I haven't done a multiplayer on here at all, I don't think. Or for a while. I honestly can't remember which fields I've done, which maps I've done multiplayer on. I don't think I've done a multiplayer on here yet. Because if Moomin Seal came on here, she would freak out at the state of that. Never mind. Let's just get around there. This is going to be interesting. It's quite a narrow track of that harvester, so weave my way around. Got the IT runner trailer again. It's a bit of a love it or hate it at the moment. For some things, like for this grain trailer, chaff trailer, it's brilliant, really, really good. Unfortunately, I'm finding that for things like the forestry, it gets this, and when I did the baling the other day on Westbridge Hills, it went a bit weird. I don't know why. I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? It's because I'm talking at the same time. Right, jump out. Jump in. Right, so what I need to do is come round without smashing into the New Holland and without tipping over horrendously on this back car. Excuse me, my voice is gone. See, the height there is on its limit. I'm really, I don't know, there must be a way to heighten it or adjust it. I thought there was, but I may be thinking of the Terra DOS sugar beet harvester. I'm not sure. So I should get a couple of loads into this trailer from the Tectron 415. Right, that's empty already. Wow, that was quick. Just let the animation finish its thing. Otherwise you end up dropping potatoes all over the floor, which doesn't look good. Oh, this does not like this, does it? In reality, no farmer worth his salt would take his vehicle on that steep slope. Not what they cost anyway, but be a risk. Right, let's carry on. Now you've noticed I've gone off the edge. I'm trying to get to my rectangle, so I will endeavour to do that now, or at least start making it. I think on one of the times I was doing potatoes, and I'd actually see a rather large field. I had four of these running at the same time across the field. It looked really impressive. But that was in my days of silliness and in my days of buying windmills, getting enough money to buy a windmill. I would leave the PlayStation on overnight so it would make money, buy another windmill, do the same thing, and then you'd have like 20 windmills on the map, so every hour you were making 30, 40,000, and then it went up and up and up, and it was just ridiculous. I mean, I was making catastrophic amounts of money, but the problem was I kind of lost all the enjoyment. There was no reason to play at that point. And I have said this before on my gameplay series a long time before. I've got, oh, this is absolutely mad. I've got Daggerwin to thank for it, and I mean that absolutely. Watching his gameplay videos kind of opened my eyes to a different way of playing the game, which I started doing, and hence how I changed all these fields. Tried to make it a bit more immersive, a bit more realistic. That said, the way I'm throwing this around today is not particularly realistic, but anyway. And then YouTubing by, not accident, but I kind of got a sort of bit bored. I was doing something, and I thought, oh, I'll tell you what I could do. I could film this. I'd never done YouTube really before. Thought I'd give it a go, and it kind of snowballed from there. Which is, you know, I suppose how most YouTubers start out. And in all honesty, at this point, I haven't got many subscribers. I really haven't. And I don't know whether further on down the line, in time to come, after the release of FS17 and that kind of thing, whether that will change, I don't know. Whether I'll get more. Looking yesterday, watching Daggerwin's latest video. I do subscribe and follow quite a few different people, but his has been kind of, you know, I know it sounds a bit like hero worship and a bit of a, you know, but 150,000 subscribers he's got. Just hit 150,000. When I first started watching, he was on 130, I think he'd just hit. I mean, that's just, wow. I can't imagine being that point, but anyway, I digress. Getting back to what I'm saying, just YouTubing, even if I didn't have any subscribers, if no one was watching these videos, it's changed the way I play the game. It's kind of given me a purpose, because every time I come on for an episode on whatever map I'm doing, I'm thinking about doing something different, using different machinery, how to show it in a different way, which I wasn't before. I was picking a certain type of machinery I liked, I was using that all the time, buying loads of it, setting workers, you know, as many as I could, make as much money as you can, as quick as you can, and it just kind of lost all meaning. So the YouTubing side of things has kind of kept it fresh and interesting, which I like. I'm talking a lot, so what we'll do now is carry on, and you will probably see me again as we are finishing, if I don't tip this over or damage it in the process. I'll be honest with you, we are sometime later, and it's taking a while to clear this field. It's going to take a while longer. So what I'm going to do is fill this one up. This is the second load. I've already tipped one. When this gets to 45,000 litres, we will be full again, which won't be long now. And this will be the end of our episode for today. There we go, that's us full. Let the animation start. Brilliant. So I'm going to go and tip this into the potato one, which I think is the furthest one away, as I recall from the last trip. And we will finish off the potato harvest either off screen or in the next episode. If you've liked the episode, give us a like. We've done a bit of potato harvesting, brought the harvester up, given it a go. Got our rectangle sorted out, and now our worker is plugging away. If you don't subscribe, please do. If you want to leave a comment, leave us a comment. If you want to share the video, again, please do. Happy for you to share it among as many people as you want to. And we are on Facebook. There are screenshots and links to all the video clips. Go on there regularly. That's us tipped. We are now on sugar beets, potatoes. Where are we? 290,000 litres in there. 200 came from the gold coin treasure hunt. So we put 90,000 litres in there already. And as you can see from the field, we're probably not even a third of the way over it, are we? Maybe a third. So yeah, we're going to get a fair bit off this, and then we've got field 28 just down the hill, which isn't ready yet. Whatever you decide to do, like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.